Most people do not stay poor because the world is cruel. They stay stuck because they repeat the same small day again and again. They want to rise, but they keep sitting in the same place. They want respect, but they never build a skill worth respecting. They want a new life, but they refuse to change even one old habit. Here is a truth that can quietly change everything. You do not need a rich family, a big degree, or good luck. You only need 1 honest hour each day, and the strength to never skip it. 1 hour looks small. 1 hour feels like nothing. No one will praise you for it. No one will even notice. But 1 hour, repeated daily, is like one careful stitch. A single stitch holds nothing. But stitch after stitch, day after day, it builds something strong enough to carry your whole life. You are listening to Mystic Life Tales. And this is the story of a poor shoe shine boy who owned nothing but a wooden box, a tired back, and 1 quiet hour he refused to give away. An hour that slowly changed his entire life. In an old, beautiful city of Italy, near a busy train station, there sat a poor shoe shine boy named Leo. His story is not about luck. It is not about a sudden miracle. It is about consistency. Leo was 18 years old. His father had died when he was small, and his mother cleaned rooms in a small hotel near the river. So instead of going to school, Leo sat on a low wooden stool, beside an old wooden box, full of brushes, cloths, and tins of polish. "Shine, sir. Shall I shine your shoes?" He called out from morning until night. He bent low before strangers and polished their shoes until they shone like dark mirrors. Businessmen rested their feet on his box while reading the morning paper. Some paid him quietly. Some argued over a few coins. Many did not even look down at the boy doing the work. Leo's fingers were always stained black with polish. His knees ached from kneeling on the cold stone street. He earned just enough for a little bread and soup at night, and almost nothing to dream with. He worked hard, but day after day, his life never moved. Of all the workers near that station, Leo felt the lowest. He spent his whole day kneeling at other people's feet. Some men spoke to him as if he were a stone on the road. Some boys his own age laughed as they walked past in fine new shoes. Leo never answered back. He lowered his eyes and kept polishing. But inside, one question kept burning. Will I kneel on this street forever? One evening, an old man sat down for a shine. His name was Enzo. He was nearly 70, a retired shoemaker who had once owned a small workshop in the old quarter. His own shoes were old, but beautifully made by his own hands long ago. As Leo polished, the old man watched his fingers closely. "Young man, you have very careful hands. Steady, patient. Tell me, do you want to shine shoes for the rest of your life?" Leo paused. No customer had ever asked him a real question before. "No, sir. But this is all I know. This is all I have." Enzo smiled gently. "Then your problem is not money, son. Your problem is skill. And skill can always be learned." The next evening, Enzo came back carrying a small cloth bag. Inside were a few pieces of leather, a curved needle, strong thread, and a thin old book about making shoes by hand. "I cannot take these, sir. I have no money to pay you. I do not want your money. I want one promise. Do not try to become a master in one night. Do not work for 6 hours today and then quit for a month. Give 1 quiet hour every single day to learn this craft. That is all." Leo shook his head slowly. "Sir, I sit on this street from morning to night. How can 1 small hour change a poor boy's life?" Enzo picked up his own old shoe and turned it over. "Look at these stitches, son. I did not make this shoe in 1 hour. I made it 1 stitch at a time on many quiet evenings. A shoe is built slowly, and a life is built exactly the same way." That night, after the street emptied, Leo sat under a flickering lamp, opened the little book, and tried his first stitches on a scrap of leather. It was harder than anything he had ever done. The needle pricked his fingers until they bled. His stitches came out crooked and loose. The leather tore where he pulled too hard. His reading was weak, so he read each line again and again. He almost gave up on the 4th night. Then he remembered Enzo's old shoe. 1 stitch at a time. So Leo made a promise to himself. 1 quiet hour. Every day, however tired, however poor. Slowly, his fingers learned the rhythm. His stitches became straight and tight. He learned to cut leather, to shape a heel, to repair a broken sole. He learned to read the full book and to write down what he learned. And every evening, Enzo checked his work over a warm drink, correcting each mistake with a patient, steady hand. The other boys on the street saw his needle and leather and laughed. Look, the polished boy thinks he is a shoemaker now. You shine shoes. You don't make them. Stay in your place. Dreaming is free, but it changes nothing. Leo stayed silent because he was learning a hard truth. People who have given up on themselves laugh the loudest at those who are still trying. Months passed. No miracle came. He still knelt on the same street with the same wooden box. But something deep inside him had changed. His hands could now repair shoes that others were ready to throw away. He began fixing torn soles and broken straps for his shine customers, charging a small, fair price. He understood leather, stitches, and balance. And slowly, coin by coin, he began to save. Leo did not stop at small repairs. He kept his 1 hour sacred, but he reached further inside it. He learned how to design a clean, simple shoe. He learned a little business, a little English for the foreign visitors, and how to keep an honest record of his money in a small notebook. One morning, a well-dressed woman rushed up to his box. The heel of her expensive shoe had broken, and she was panicking because she had an important meeting in 1 hour. All the repair shops nearby were still closed. But Leo opened his box. With his careful hands and his quiet practice, he fixed the heel so neatly that no one could tell it had ever broken. She turned the shoe in her hands, then looked at the boy. This is better than the shop that sold it to me. Who taught you this work? Leo smiled. No one, madam. Just 1 hour. Every night. She owned a small boutique in the city. I need someone who can repair and design fine shoes. Most people I meet cannot. But you can. Come and work with me. Leo did not leave his street corner overnight. He was careful. He worked for the boutique by day and kept practicing at night. And he saved every extra coin he earned. His repairs became known across the city. Then his designs began to sell. Simple, strong, beautiful shoes. Each one stitched with the same patience he had learned under a lamp. 2 years later, Leo took the biggest step of his life. With his savings and the trust he had earned, he opened a small workshop of his own, with a wooden sign above the door carrying his name. He brought in 2 young boys from the same street and taught them everything, just as Enzo had taught him. Some of the very people who once kept their feet on his box without a glance now came to his shop and waited politely for his work. But Leo never became proud. He kept his old wooden shine box on a shelf where everyone could see it. He remembered the polish-stained fingers and the aching knees. He remembered his first crooked, bleeding stitches. And every single day, he still gave 1 quiet hour to learning something new. One cool evening, while closing his workshop, Leo saw a young boy shining shoes on the street across the road. The boy looked tired, ignored, and hopeless. Exactly the way Leo once felt. Leo walked across and sat beside him on the cold stone. What is your name? Marco, the boy said quietly. Sir, I work all day, but nothing ever changes. I think some people are just born to kneel before others. Leo shook his head slowly. I knelt on a street just like this one. Let me ask you something. How much time do you give each day to the boy you want to become? Marco had no answer. Most people give hours to worry, hours to their phones, hours to complaining, but not even 1 honest hour to their own future. Then Leo reached into his bag and took out a curved needle, some thread, and a piece of leather. He placed them in the boy's hands. 1 quiet hour every day. Do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait for the perfect time. Start tired. Start clumsy. Start tonight. Marco looked at the needle and asked, Can 1 hour really change a whole life? Leo looked across the road at his small, glowing workshop. The dream he had once believed was only for other people. Then he said, 1 hour will not change your life tomorrow, but it will slowly change the person living your life. And the day that person changes, everything changes. The street grew quiet. The lamps glowed softly over the empty stones. Your future is not built in one big, emotional decision. It is built in the quiet promises you keep when no one is watching. It is built when you practice after a long, painful day. It is built when your hands are clumsy and your work looks ugly. It is built when you keep going even after people laugh. It is built when you choose patience over excuses again and again. Success does not always begin with money, family, or a lucky chance. Sometimes it begins with 1 quiet hour, 1 tired boy, 1 needle and thread, and 1 simple decision not to give up. So if you feel stuck today, remember Leo. You do not need to change your whole life tonight. Just give 1 honest hour to your future. 1 hour to learn. 1 hour to practice. 1 hour to grow stronger than your excuses. Because small actions, repeated every day, can quietly defeat years of struggle and failure. And one day, far from now, you will look back and realize your entire life changed because of one small habit you simply refuse to break. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to Mystic Life Tales and like this video. Write in the comments 1 hour daily and share this story with someone who needs a little hope today.